What is up, team? So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at VRA making a 60% pump in the past 36 hours. Where are we going? What is happening? We're also going to be diving into Bitcoin, currently breaking all-time, not all-time, but we're bringing a nice little level right here at 23,000. We haven't been at 23,000 since the week of 13th of June. So it's going to be very, very interesting. A lot of people are calling this broadening wedge or, this broadening wedge pattern right here. Can Bitcoin peak at $78,000? I don't think so, but let's have a look at VRA real quick. Then we're going to be diving into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. We're currently ranked 329 right here. We got 363,000 people on the watch list. Very, very nice. This thing keeps increasing, guys. Market cap 65 million. Guys, the market cap is still low. This bear market, in my opinion, is not over. A lot of people are calling this bear market over. This was the bottom. We could have one more leg up. I'm going to show the technical analysis on Bitcoin on why we could have another leg to the downside. 57 million volume right here. We got 88 volume to market cap ratio. So 88% of the market cap is currently being traded. With Verasity being traded at 0.006364, 10.34 billion in circulating supply, up 15.7% in the past 24 hours. Guys, this has been nice, consolidating very, very nicely. Before we get into VRTA, let's have a look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin's the leader. There's no question about that. Bitcoin is making moves. Altcoins are green. Let's have a look starting off on the weekly time frame. Where are we going? What is happening? First of all, popping up the RSI real quick. Guys, we were oversold right here on the RSI. Now, we know anything that's below 30 is oversold. So we were, like I mentioned this yesterday, but it was imminent, okay? This bounce right here was inevitable. It was going to happen, and it did happen. Now, if we have a look on the daily time frame, guys, there's a few things I want to look at, okay? Number one thing is, yes, we are nearing the 70 region on the RSI. Now, we know when we reach a 70 region, investors are going to be looking to sell this. The question is when are we going to reach it, and now what price will Bitcoin be, right? So there's a whole calculation behind this. If the RSI keeps pumping right here, we reach 70, we're most likely going to get a dump. Another thing that we want to have a look at right here is the 50 moving average. If I zoom in, guys, we haven't been below the 50 moving average since we dumped right here on April 11, 2022. So we had a dump, consolidation, another dump, and then consolidation, and now we're having a pump. The question is, are we going to go ahead and retest the 200 moving average? I don't know. We have a strong support right here, actually, or resistance sitting at 27,822. We got this region right here. This is a support that flipped resistance. Everything right here, guys, is a pretty strong area to watch essentially. Now the question is if Bitcoin has a nice close below this region, above this region right here on the 50 moving average, we could see a nice little rally right here all the way to 27,000. I've been calling 27,000 for quite some time now, but we're gonna have to see if this truly happens. Of course, we could always come back down and get rejected anywhere around here. Maybe we're gonna have a fake out like we saw right here. If this was a fake out, everyone thought this was the pump. We broke above the resistance. Everyone's like, yeah, we closed above the resistance. Guess what? We came back down. So it's very important to keep in mind and be careful about these pumps. Let's have a look at the exponential moving average, guys, real quick. EMA ribbon is probably one of my favorite indicators, guys. Ever since we broke below the EMA ribbon on April 7th of 2022, kind of the same as the 50 moving average, we haven't been able to break below it. Now, the thing is that this is the last one sitting at 24,000. 24,000 is a pretty strong level. In my opinion, we could come as high as 24,000 before getting rejected, but we're going to have to see how that plays out. On the weekly time frame, the Elliott wave pattern is what I really wanted to talk about, guys. Elliott wave pattern consists of 5 waves. Let's have a look. The Elliott pattern, okay? The third wave is the longest, but this is the weekly. This is the first wave right here, followed by second wave, third wave, fourth wave is usually the strongest. So the third wave is the strongest and the fourth wave is the strongest as well, followed by a fifth wave. The question is, can we have this pattern going on right now? I called when we were in the third wave, I said that we could potentially be entering an Elliott fourth wave pattern when we were right here. And look, for the past 5 weeks, I've been calling this pattern and we're actually going up. The question is this is going to be a new trend line right here. The question is, are we going to break below it? Is this trend line going to hold? We know the trend is your friend, but we're going to have to see. The overall trend right now is bearish, guys. We are in a bearish zone right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is one hit, two hit. I really would not be surprised if Bitcoin came back to as high as this level right here, 30,000, 27,000, which is this region right here. We're most likely not going to go in a straight line. We're most likely going to take a couple of weeks, and we're most likely going to come back down. Now, this would be the fourth wave right here, followed by a fifth wave. Am I saying it's going to come all the way to $10,000? No, but we could definitely come to 11 to $12,000 in my opinion. This is the channel right here sitting on Bitcoin right now. Guys, the trend is your friend. As you guys know, there's no question about that right here. This is $12,000 sitting right here. So guys, overall, the bull market is not over. This is just a relief bounce, guys. This is just a relief bounce in my opinion. I don't think the bull market's over. I mean, the bear market, sorry. Having a look at VRA real quick. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? VRA, look at that. I mean, look at this. If I zoom out, this is crazy. We just took a huge jump. But there's a few levels we're going to be having a look at. The number one is this level right here, sitting at 0.00069. The number two level is right here. We actually got rejected by it. We are above this resistance, which will flip support. So it's very possible that VRA is going to come back down right here before climbing back up, depending on what Bitcoin does. Or we could literally have a close below it and come back and retest this area right here. But as of right now, this is a strong support. Buyers are right here. Buys are sitting right here. A lot of people are going to have the buys sitting around this region. But on the weekly time frame, if I have a look, the weekly candle is looking very bullish, guys. Very bullish. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We took 6 weekly candles into one candle. So we did shoot up. I know a lot of people think that this is going to shoot up straight and we're going to essentially go up all the way to 0.2 cents. I don't think that's the case, guys. I mean, first of all, this is strong resistance right here. I don't want to be a hater. I love VRA. I'm a big VRA holder, but I don't think we're going to see a 200 pump in my opinion. I think this is good. We're still in Bitcoin season. You don't want to be holding altcoins. You could accumulate altcoins. There's no problem with accumulating altcoins, but you don't want to be putting all your money into Bitcoin. Right now, it's Bitcoin season. It is not altcoin season. So that's about it, guys. I mean, there's no question other than that. Yes, the Bitcoin dominance is coming down, but that does not mean it's an altcoin season yet, in my opinion. We just had a nice little crazy uptrend on Bitcoin, and we're essentially coming back down to retest this area right here. But I think this is still Bitcoin season. Bitcoin is going to be, it's going to outperform most of the altcoins in the next year or two, in my opinion. Of course, guys, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence. If you guys want to keep accumulating, you guys do what you want. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing right now. But a few levels we want to have a look at, guys, is on Veracity is this level right here for the next dump when Bitcoin does dump. Another thing is that the Elliott wave does apply to Veracity as well. We do have 5 waves right here. This is 1, 2, 3. This potentially could be the 4th one, and then the 5th one, something like this. We're most likely going to bottom out around September, October, November, in my opinion. Then after we bottom out, we're most likely going to have a crazy, long, boring crypto winter, slowly, deadly. Everyone's going to give up. Everyone's going to be like, this is BS. And then after that, we're going to start to essentially climb and do something like this. Of course, we have the halving in May right here. The halving is supposed to happen, the Bitcoin halving, not VRA halving. This is a VRA chart, of course. But the Bitcoin halving is supposed to be around here. We're going to most likely go sideways a couple more times or a couple more months, few more months. And then after that, we're most likely going to have a nice higher high. And as you guys can see, this is a more realistic chart than just seeing this. Because I don't think this is possible, guys. I'll be honest with you. Sentiment are still bullish. There's a recession coming out. We're going to have a recession most likely at the end of July or beginning of August. It's going to be confirmed. We're going to have to see. But once it's confirmed on paper, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you, this is going to come back down. Of course, inflation is going to keep printing higher. Interest rates are going to keep rising. And we know that when interest rate goes higher, things become more expensive. People stop buying Bitcoin, stocks, gold because they need to buy food. There's a shortage of food happening right now. So there's a lot of things we have to consider, and not just Bitcoin, stocks, and gold. There is a whole crisis happening right now. So we have to be careful overall. But this is my video, guys, on VRA and Bitcoin. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.